Hello and welcome to Koi TV. Here with me I have Pam Spindola, and more about her, I let her talk to you about that. Well, hello Pam.
Hi Sumi, nice to talk to you.
Nice talking to you and welcome to Koi TV. And I hear you got the young champion this year at the ZNA SOCAL show.
I know, I'm so excited about that. It was a showa that I purchased about 4 years ago from Laguna Koi. And I think that's part of the hobby, to be able to have a small fish and grow it in your own pond and truly show koi husbandry.
Very good, very good. How long have you been in this hobby?
I hate to admit it, but we bought a home in 1976 that had a reflection pond.
Oh, okay.
And we had to learn all about koi. We never even owned guppies. So.
Hey, you're summer, right?
Right.
That's good, that's good. And you had pond ever since then?
Yes, we have one pond in the front of our home called Varsity. My husband was a football coach.
Oh, I hear you. So Varsity, and what is the other one?
And the back one is the JV.
JV,
for
nice.
the little guys that are just learning the ropes.
Oh, good. So, you have a collection of kois, right?
Yes.
What is your favorite?
I love the showa.
Showa?
Actually, I think it's a very strong, dramatic fish.
Yeah.
But I like any fish that's really just beautiful or unique.
When you're going for koi shopping, what do you look for? Just the quality, the color?
Yes, well, I go through my judging expertise and look at body shape and pattern and color.
Oh, nice. How big is your pond?
My front pond, the Varsity, is 5,000 gallons. And for today's terms, it's very old-fashioned. It's really prehistoric. But it still works.
It's still a pond.
It's
a pond
still
for
a
a
pond.
koi. That's what you need.
And the back pond is 3,000 gallons.
Wow.
And it's a liner pond.
And in your spare time, what do you do? Are you an active member at this SOCAL?
I have 3 or 4 club memberships.
Wow.
My main club is Nishiki Koi Club, which is Orange County, California.
Okay,
And
near
that's-
San Diego.
Actually, Orange County would be Buena Park, Santa Ana.
Oh, okay.
And that's the club that my husband and I joined in 1976 when we met a member who drew the instructions of how to build a pond on the back of an envelope. and we kept looking at this saying, we didn't understand any of it. And the other clubs, I have been members for almost as long. Almost as long.
Nice.
And a few honorary memberships in clubs across the country.
That's a great thing. Do you judge?
I became a judge about 5-6 years ago. Actually, my late husband Bob and 2 other gentlemen formed a associated judging program under the auspices of AKCA. So before that time, koi clubs in America had to bring in judges from Japan. So we have 30 judges, and I went through the training program, and I enjoyed traveling all over the United States and being with people that I have almost grown up with since 1976 and looking at wonderful koi.
Oh, that's good. So is the judges from all over U.S., any other parts of the world?
There are 30. I guess the way the organization was set up is that there are 30 certified judges. There are several who are in a training program, and we're from all over the country, and there's a central committee that decides who should go where.
Oh, okay. And to become or to attend this certification, where does this host?
Every year, Associated Koi Clubs of America hosts a seminar in different parts of the country. if it's on the East Coast, the following year they do it on the West Coast.
Oh, okay.
And that's when the judging program has 4 days of training.
Oh. So you were basically the founder of AKCA.
We're going way back. You must have done some research.
Yeah, you know, you're kind of famous around this
No,
koi
I
kitchis.
don't think so.
Yeah.
But at any event, I remember meeting in a little room of a car dealership. There were 5 families, and we helped organize about 10 clubs across the nation. And we all put in some money to buy Koi USA from Ed Fujimoto, and we became AKCA.
Wow.
I'm the part of AKCA. Became the owners of the magazine, and
So you're not just a founder of AKCA, you're also a founder of, not founder.
well, not the founder, but we inherited the rights to continue the publication, and I think that
That's a great thing. That's a great big deal for you guys. I mean, among koi industry, that is a big because it comes out every, you know, so
It's
often.
so wonderful. It started as a very small black and white magazine, and Eddie Fujimoto published it all on his own.
Wow.
And then my husband and I, with another woman, Bee Staley, were part owners of it for a very brief time. And we used to collate the magazine by hand, sort every magazine by zip code.
Oh my gosh.
And it was truly a labor of love.
Oh,
But it was too expensive to go in color, and it just seemed a shame that you had this wonderful magazine, and you had these colorful koi in black and white.
Yeah.
It just wasn't
Yeah.
effective. But when AKCA bought the magazine, they had the financial backing to be able to print it in color.
that's very nice. So that it brings out the through pictures, at least people can see the beauty of
Yes.
koi. That's a
Yes.
great deal. I mean, that's really wonderful.
And it's grown. It's gotten so big.
Yeah, we are members of Koi USA too. I mean, we have the publication sent out to us too. So
It's an amazing magazine. You know, I was editor for a year. I
Oh my
did it.
gosh.
There was no one that wanted to do it. They looked at me and I said, okay. But in those days, this was pre-computer.
Oh.
And when I would proofread the magazine, if I saw a misspelling, I would have to take an X-Acto knife and cut out the letter and find another letter to replace it. And it was with a magnifying glass. It was very exacting.
oh my goodness, the things that you do for koi, for the love of koi.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
My goodness. And all your hard work is paying off, I must say.
You know, I have had an opportunity to go to Japan this year and last year.
Oh.
And I have a new appreciation of the koi, to know all the work and the love that the breeders put into perfecting a variety of koi, or they have the vision of a new feature that they want the koi to have. For example, in the Goshiki variety, the red patches that used to be purpley red are now almost fluorescent
Yes.
and beautiful. And these are experiments that they're making into realities.
Oh, I must say they are very good creators. I mean, otherwise we won't be able to enjoy these beautiful kois. And you're lucky you get to see all these wonderful creations coming along. And what do you say about Koi USA? What was the history behind it? I mean, I know you got it from Ed Fujimoto, but more to say.
I think the koi family, no matter where you are, you feel a kinship. And even when you meet someone from Japan and you don't speak Japanese, you have the vocabulary of koi, and that's all you need.
Yeah.
And you make a new friend.
Yeah, I think that's what the message is. Having a koi is friendship through scales. I mean, and we are members of Northwest Koi Club and everything, and we always hear that slang everywhere we go. I mean, we attend koi shows many parts of U.S. You know, and try to video all this, and there's people come up to me and say, "Hey, you guys are the true friendship through skills." I mean, like, yeah, that's right.
We always say in friendship through koi, and it is true.
Yeah.
It is true. We meet people from all walks of life, and I will say, some people thought I would drop out of kois after my husband passed away, and that was the farthest from my mind. It was like an extended family to me. And I feel very much at home here, and I love the hobby.
Yeah, when you're in,
as my husband did. So.
Yeah, I think when you're in, you're in. I mean, you can't get out.
It's part of our identity.
Exactly. I mean, it's like having your own kids, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think you can just disown your kids just like that.
Right.
It's a part of you. I think that's a very good
But
thing.
it's wonderful to see the koi hobby grow, and we have, I don't know, more than 100 clubs now in the United States,
Oh, yes,
and
yes.
many more all over the globe. And these little fish have really captured our hearts.
Yes, it does. They have. And when you are doing quiz, judging and everything, is there any prep work that you do for judging, or just go there and...
I do a lot of prep work. People would probably not believe all the reading I do and all the books I take on the plane to read, and the night before the show, all the textbooks I bring, just to brush up on all the finer points and make sure that my thinking is objective, and that in my mind, I have a clear set of how I'm going to judge.
Yeah. And is there ever, when you were judging, that you couldn't choose between one or the other? Have you ever had that situation?
Well, fortunately, I'm not judging on my own most of the time. Fortunately, we're with a team.
Right.
And that's the best part, because we all come with different eyes and different set of skills. And so we confer and we talk about what we want, what we think is the best koi. And sometimes we have to back away and say, yes, I see your point.
Yeah.
And I think on this given day, this koi is the best, even if we don't believe. So
You just you judge on what you see that day, not the behind scenes or anything like that.
No, and I think that's the big difference between American judges and Japanese judges. We're looking at the koi today and the competition today, whereas I think the hobbyists from Japan and the breeders, they have more information of what goes into making a koi so fabulous. And so they're looking at a koi's background, its history, and its future. So
That's a great deal.
It is. And I have to think that many ways they're much more forgiving than we are.
And if they have quite a big competition compared to U.S.
Oh, yes. They have many, many more fish.
Yeah.
Thousands.
Have you ever attended an All Japan Koi show?
I have attended koi shows in Japan, yes.
What do you see the difference? I mean, besides the...
Well, it always amazes me that the judges in Japan can go through hundreds of koi, and before the rest of the show, they can pick out the grand champion. And they start from the top, and then they go to the smaller fish. Whereas we start from the smaller fish, and we have a natural progression and work our way up to the best fish.
Have you ever joined their judging panel?
No, I've never had that privilege. But hopefully, as I get better with my judging skills, maybe they'll ask me.
Hopefully that will come in your way
That would
pretty
be a
soon.
great thrill.
I think I would love to be there when you are judging and
good. Let's
have our capture there.
Right.
Yeah, and the AKCA, to become an AKCA member, how do you just join? Or
It's the club that joins Associated Koi Clubs of America, and then you're automatically a member.
a member? And is there any privilege because you are a AKCA member?
I think AKCA offers a lot of advantages. It's just having a show, help being sponsored by AKCA, being given guidelines on how to put on a koi show. And they do many publications about the hobby.
Do you guys do like any certain areas, do any seminars, conferences, or?
Well, AKCA does put on the seminar usually every year. Sometimes it's every other year, as this year it was unfortunately canceled. And this provides an avenue for education, which is AKCA's foremost priority, is to have educated koi hobbyists. And along with that, they established the KHA program, Koi Health Advisory, of which I'm a member. And it's to be able to treat your koi under scientific means, being able to figure out what's ailing your koi and how to treat it appropriately.
Wow. And I don't know if I could handle any one of the things that you handle right now. There's so many things on your plate. I thought I had so much going on, but my gosh. And good luck.
Thank you so much. It was fun talking to you.
It was fun talking to you, and it was a great honor, or should I say privilege, having you on Koi TV. And we really appreciate all the things that you do for Koi.
Well, thank you so much, and I look forward to many new hobbyists.
Yes, maybe this video might help one of you become a koi hobby and get more advices from people like Paul, Pam, and others, right? So hope to see you soon, and we are signing out.